7, so slow. Blistering for NoRo. Sky is pretty much, very much one of the best faster NoRo players. Has a few world records. Has the level 7 world record easily. She has like 43 lines from a level 7 start or something insane like that. Like her overall PB is something like 50 lines. So for her to have 43 lines from a 7 star is just bananas. Right, Ryan does have the level 19 world record. And Ryan is ready. Once you have it ready from Sky, we can get going for game number 1 here. Double kill screen, NoRo world record. Monkas. Imagine a double. Just get a bunch of squares in a row and you'll be fine. Sky, stop. What the heck? Oh yeah, and Sky has like the Invis world record. She has the best score with invisible and also no rotations, which is like what 25 or something. And here's game number 1 of the losers finals. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, sarcastic. Sky's Giga Brain. It's absurd. Yeah. Invisible mode where you can hack the game to where it shows you the current piece that you have. It shows you the next piece in the next box. But once a piece locks into the stack, it vanishes. You can't see the stack. It's still there. It still matters. You have to remember the stack. Yeah. It's insane what people can do. I will say it's more possible than it sounds. It's not like, you know, these people of course are brilliant, but like that's not some kind of like special talent that they have that nobody else can do or whatever. It's very much possible to learn. The absolute plus, yeah. There are a lot of the best Invis players are Tetris the Grandmaster players. I'd love to see what Sky could do if she played TGM. I've never seen her play it. Co-photographic memory, that's not fair. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a special ability. Besides, again, just being very, very clever. And ultimately just very, very good at the game, right? Like, what you have when you're really, really good at normal Tetris or NoRo, you have a deep and intuitive understanding of how the stacks get put together and all the little patterns and structures. And it just means that when you do anything or place any block, your brain like has a category for what you've just done and what that looks like. And I have a category for the scores, 11 lines to 12, well, 12 lines both. And Ryan has a better stack by far. Best segue of all time. I will be taking my Academy Award. Thank you. Invis is only being aware. Yeah. And of course, there's simplifications. Gosh darn it, the names. Frick. But yeah, there's also the simplifications, right? It's just you're not remembering 100% of the stack. You're remembering the relevant details at the top, and then you kind of just accept that you're not going to be able to get back down to the holes. 16 lines Sky, 16 lines Ryan. Gosh, each of these matches just they feel right? It's like this is a good matchup in each case. If this is very hard, yes, it's ridiculous. Like I've dabbled a few times, and I kind of like I see why it's possible, but I also don't want to do it because it sucks. I'm like, hey, I would actually rather be able to see the pieces. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Would rather see them though than not see them. Sky getting such unfortunate pieces here at the top. 18 lines. Ryan at 21. Oh my goodness. And shows no signs of stopping. Look at that. Singles at the bottom. Gonna keep finding little combos. And Sky goes down at 18 lions. Ryan will take this one. She breaks her level 2 streak. You're playing wild that game. Yeah. Wait, Sonny, did you just get 2 lines double kill screen? NoRo? Who the heck, Sonny? GG. I'm going to say Sonny has world record unless proven otherwise. Right. Yeah, you got this guy. I am just a biased commentator. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But I'm doing my best to root for a good game rather than, my lovely girlfriend winning. Comp PB by 1 line. Okay, GG. Holy crap. Honestly, we're seeing good play from our players here today. Like Sky's like, oh, I gotta rein it in. I'm just playing Buck Wild. What am I doing? She gets 18 lines. Still pretty good. Ears readies from both. Game number 2 happening in 3, 2, 1. NoRo. And there's a heart from Ryan. I forgot to give. Oh, interesting. Ryan's not going for the burn. I think preferred the burn with the T there. And look at that. You can see why he did it. The burn with the T gave him a different structure that was easier to stack on. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Yep. And that's a nice combo. Look at... Interesting. Okay, yeah. Ryan's stacking up on the left. You see there that Ryan puts that S piece on the left. And what does it want next? It wants an L. That's what Zoltan was saying. That's the reason why it's actually better to stack up on the right like Sky is doing, because, an S plus an L is really good for stacking on the left, all the way up top on the left. A Z plus a J is really good for stacking on the right, all the way up at the top. And you're slightly likelier to get a Z followed by a J than you are to get an S followed by an L, because the game's RNG is bad and weird, and it's like predictable in ways that it shouldn't be. So Rand's playing slightly suboptimal, but you also have to consider like the initial conditions of the stack sometimes mean that you just rather get those early lines by building a stack on the left, but then you kind of get stuck. Sky at 8 lines hasn't had to do any significant upstacking so far. Now finally gets the pieces. Gets a double there at the bottom. Hits 10 lines with hardly any discarded. Ryan, holy crap, stacking up to the Sky. Oh, just no good structures down at the bottom for burning. Gets a single. That bar does nothing. Oh, gosh. What is Ryan going to do? Okay, nice. All right, sets up for some flexible burns at the bottom, but where's the next burn coming from? Okay, nice. He's finding some moves. 12 lines, Sky. And honestly, she's in a better situation, but like the stack's not great. The other player's having a particularly spectacular game this time around. "15 lines Sky, 11 lines Ryan." Altogether, Sky's in the better position here. God, this game mode's so cerebral. I really wish I understood it better. I know these players are doing a lot of like giga brain stuff that I'm just completely missing. Like they'll do a thing, I'm like, cool, they did that thing, and then there's like a reason why it was actually an insanely good move. And Lalpog series, welcome in. Pal gamers. This scene is so NTSC dominated, and then we got the PAL gamers coming in, watching some no rotation. It's an atypical day today. Weird stuff going on. 18 lines Ryan, 21 lines Sky. Ryan's running out of room, but Sky's running out of room as well. Oh, goodness. And Ryan. Oh, Ryan can't quite get a burn up at the top. Dies at 19. Sky resuming the level 2 spam. Okay, Sky, what do you got here? Nah, no burns up at the top. How do they get so many lines? Because they're insane, Roro. Because they're nuts. This is probably the second and third best NoRo player in the world on this picture. PitchX probably tied with Ryan. Roughly. Does PitchX have 50? Does Ryan have 50? I don't know. Anyway, let's count it down from 3. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yes. Yeah, that's a good point, Zoltan. So yeah, like the context is important for this kind of thing if you haven't kept up with the scene. World record was 24. Then Zoltan working with, I think, Adrian Wu and a few others, like, getting some technology together to do some machine learning and some deep stack theory. Brought that world record all the way up to, what, 72 or 73 lines? And keep in mind, the stack, or the whole playfield, is only 20 lines high, and then you just run out of space, which means that Zoltan, in his, 72 line game, had to clear the entire board of lines 3, almost 4 times. Gosh. All right, Ryan is finding some quick and dirty lines by playing flat here. Sky's got the same number of lines, but is, playing more in a more disciplined upstacking manner. Both players hitting level 1. Ryan's a little higher up than Sky. Oh, and did Sky get a heart last game? I think she did, right? I'm gonna get... Is that right? I think that's right. That sounds right to me. Ryan, what the heck? Oh, geez. Okay, holding out for a T, finally gets it. Thank you, T Stern. Thank you, the other Xeno. All right, Ryan finding the lines at the bottom. Sky at 14. Look at all that empty space here on the board for Sky. Just fresh territory to explore. Yeah, that L is one of the only pieces that can burn that line. She just has to go for it now. Ryan still just playing flat as a pancake here at the top of the board. 17 lines Ryan, 16 lines Sky. But gosh, Sky is just in such a more comfortable position. Ryan's just kind of spamming. Oh, Ryan's setting up the 3 wide. Oh, that's a clever setup. Okay, needs a T. All right, gets it. 22 lines. He's trying to put the pressure on Sky here. But gosh, it's not enough. Sky at 20 lines is in so much better of a position. It's still possible to choke this, but... Oh, right. I think Ryan missed a line there at the top. Maybe he was setting up for 2. Flatter than your ex? What? What does that mean? Yeah, Ryan, that was crazy. And Sky is going to complete the chase down with one more line here. It's a 23 line chase down. And there it is, 24. Sky goes up 2-1. And one more game here, and she goes on to the finals. Right, going for top row. Gotcha. Yeah, because that bar cleanly stacked that top left area. We've got 99 viewers. Welcome in, y'all. I'm glad y'all are seeing this. I apologize. I don't think I'm doing this game mode enough justice, really. There's a lot of depth and cool shit to it. Now I'm wondering, y'all, if the loser would consider joining me on comms. The loser of this match. Would you be interested in that? Yeah, Rib level 3. Feel like that would be nice. Because, yeah, there's only so much I can do to explain the high level stuff going on. Okay, Ryan's got to go. Yep, no problem. Ryan is ready. First time you don't know what the heck is going on. Yeah, I wish I could put it in better context for you. Once we have a ready from Sky, we can proceed. Don't want to be an unannounced commentator on Classic Tech. That's no one. I promise you that is not a problem. But I understand why you're concerned. Let's count it down. This is game number 4. In 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, like yeah, Sky. If you're nervous about being on Classic Tetris, that's understandable. But like, no one's gonna like disapprove. Like, it's not gonna be a problem. Vince was excited to see some NoRo, so that's why he agreed to have this on Classic Tetris. And you know, I know for a fact Vince would be delighted to know what you'd have to say about it. But anyway, the game is happening. Nice. Ryan creating a spot for an L on the left by putting the bar there. There's a lot of adjustments here in NoRo. A lot of weird stacking going on. Oh, nice. Ryan setting up for a double by discarding one line. Want to play the Sky in the finals? Yeah, Sky Zoltan finals would be pretty darn cool. But of course, a Ryan Zoltan finals would not be shocking, and would also be amazing. Yeah, Zoltan saying Sky has great form, which is like just a cosmically good compliment from that man. 6 lines Sky, 7 lines Ryan. Commentator for something, but this is NoRo. You don't even know what's going on. I mean, you and me both. Ryan seeking a single at the bottom. Nice. Good tuck of that bar. That bar is the only thing that can resolve. One of the hardest things to learn in NoRo, at least at first, is like what the dependencies are. It's all completely different. It's not obvious at first, like which pieces you're waiting for. Like there's structures that you can only tuck a long bar into and nothing else, but it doesn't look like it. It's so weird. Like that thing, that overhang that Ryan just created, only a bar can go in. And now that he has a 3 wide at the top, he cannot put a bar there at all. It just can't happen unless he clears all those lines above. So that's the kind of like weird stuff that is not immediately obvious in NoRo. Stuff that a lot of beginners and even seasoned players will miss. We have 14 lines Sky, 12 lines Ryan. Sky just nailing this coffin shut on Ryan. Just better stack, more lines. Look at that beautiful slope for Sky. Perfect stack. Oh, Ryan, nice finding some burns at the top. Suddenly ties up the line count. Oh my gosh. Oh, but then terrible pieces here. Ryan is... Oh, no burns there. Oh gosh. Ryan's not long for this world, methinks. And that bar will seal the deal. And Sky at 18 lines, only 1 line ahead, will go on to the finals to face the demon Zoltan. Beelzebub himself. GG's, Ryan. See you around.